Hey there, good morning and welcome to TRAXXfm. You're currently with me. My name is KJ, hanging out on Health on Traxx today. As you know, it's a beautiful looking Monday, the last Monday of September. Today we're talking about something very important, something very close to all our hearts right now, especially with the exposure as well as the number of cases that we have been seeing. I think the visibility is now there. We're going to be talking about bullying, but specifically mental health bullying. And joining us today is Cynthia Shoba. Now, she's a lecturer and a psychology and counseling lecturer. She's also licensed and a registered counselor with the Faculty of Psychology and Social Sciences at my local town, University of Cyberjaya. Welcome, the local university, because I literally stay walking distance from there, from University of Cyberjaya. And welcome to Cynthia. How are you today, Cynthia? All good?
I'm good, KJ. Good morning. Welcome.
All right. So today we're going to be talking a lot about mental health and the bullying aspects that go along with it. Let's start off with, finding out the definition. What exactly is bullying and how does it differ from normal conflicts among peers?
Okay, when we talk about bullying, right? Bullying is basically something that is intentional, repeated, and also a targeted behavior on a certain particular person. Okay? It is basically to assert control towards the person, to be in control of the person, to humiliate the person, and to bring the person down.
Yes.
Okay? When we talk about conflict, that on the other hand, it's a bit different. I'll give you an example. Say you're supposed to borrow your friend's book, okay? And your friend forgot to bring the book today to school. And then when you go to school, and then your friend says like, dude, I forgot to bring the book today. So you'll have a small argument, disagreement there, right?
Yeah, possible. Yeah.
So that's considered like conflict, but not bullying.
Okay.
But bullying is when you're targeted. For example, when you're walking down the aisle and there's this group of kids and there's one kid there comes up from behind, kicks you, push you down the stairs.
Oh yes, that is something. I think the definition right now, a lot of people are starting to be very much aware of exactly what bullying is, because back then they used to use other terms like ragging, hazing, a lot more orientation and things like that. But that's the thing. All of it was just thinly disguised bullying, right? So
yes, it was just beautiful words. I would say powerful words. Instead of using bullying.
Yep, absolutely right. And they always say, all this, raises up your standards, makes you more disciplined. Everyone's not built the same way to handle those the same way that, one would expect. And the thing is, sometimes retaliation, especially during these particular times, even leads to even more bullying, does it not?
Yes, it's not to make you more strong or to make you more disciplined. It basically tarnishes your self-esteem. It brings your self-confidence down. And in worst case scenario, it can give you suicide thoughts.
Yep, absolutely. And I also saw it from another point of view back in the day, because I was targeted as well. And in school, I just realized as I grew older, these people, they were so afraid of their own shortcomings. They were afraid of us who are brand new. So once we get there, they were afraid that we would be able to bring them down. So they did it first. So they're just scaredy cats, cannot say much about them. Scaredy cat fellas. Right. So, oh my God, went on a rant, didn't I? How can bullying affect someone's mental health in the long run?
Okay, in the first place, why does the person become a bully? So that's very interesting. There are a lot of factors why a person becomes a bully. But the main thing is because the person wants control. The person wants to be in power. And when the person wants to be in power and in control, that's why the person targets other people. Okay, especially those who are quiet, those who mind their own business, those who don't socialize well with other people. So these are the people that becomes the target. If you see, a person who bullies, actually deep down, the person is a very lonely person. And the person wants attention, wants love. But the person doesn't know how to get it, and the person is doing it in all the wrong ways. But you have another kind of character person who bullies. These type of people are people who's really power hunger. So much so, they don't care about anyone. They only think about themselves, their goals, their achievement. I don't care who I bring down, who I put away. I must be in the shine.
The narcissistic, egoistic, or megalomaniac.
Very good example will be Hitler.
Yep. Certain politicians that we see on the screens nowadays, they seem to exhibit these tendencies as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. So, and this is furthering on. We haven't touched on the mental health aspect. How can bullying affect the mental health of someone in the long run?
It can affect a person's mental health in all aspects. Okay? First thing, it affects a person's self-esteem. The person will feel really low about themselves. Second thing, it affects the person's train of thoughts. The person will start questioning their existence. Why am I around here when nobody wants to be friends with me? Nobody wants to protect me. Okay? And then it can lead the person into depression.
True.
The person can have anxiety, panic attacks. So it not only does to the physical part of the body, but also to the mental part of the body. So in whole run, it affects the whole person's well-being. And this does not stop there. If it's not put a nip at a young age, it can lead on into young adult and also can go on until the person goes to work.
Yep. And even sometimes it also further exhibits down their career. They become very controlling, and it's very easy to spot bullies, especially in work environments nowadays.
Yes, in work environments, it's very easy. A very classic example: if your superior doesn't like you, okay, your superior doesn't like you. Your superior doesn't target you visibly, but it's done without you realizing. Examples, you're not given promotion growth.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not included in any other teamwork. Yeah. So you're just given a certain amount of work at a minimal, which you cannot grow in your career progression.
True. And let's talk about, does bullying only happen in schools? I think we already went into the train of thought over there, but yeah, does bullying only happen in schools?
Nope. I would say bullying happens everywhere. It happens in schools, it happens in universities, it happens at home. Yeah, it happens everywhere. So it's all around us. It's just that we do not realize it. Okay? In university, like we went through just now, through hazing, through ragging. Okay? It even happens between lecturers and students, teachers and students.
How does that dynamic work? Like the lecturer bullies the students, or is it the other way around?
It's basically the one who has the more power. So the one who exerts the more power. I'm the lecturer, I have control. So I play with your marks. I don't like you. You don't listen to me. You don't follow what I say. Yeah. So it comes down again to the one who has power. But at Cyberjaya University, we totally do not tolerate bullying. Okay, we teach our students, because coming from the Faculty of Psychology, we teach our students to empathize, to respect, to treat people fair and just.
Right, understood. Okay, what we're going to do right now, we're going to be taking a short break. We're going to listen to a couple of songs. And once we come back, we're going to be talking more about mental health, bullying. But also, we're currently on TikTok. We are, right? We are on TikTok, yeah. We're on TikTok. If you do have questions, you can send them over. And if it's good, we will be more than happy to fill them. All right. Right now, though, we're going to be taking a short break. We are currently with the psychology and counseling lecturer. She's also a licensed and registered counselor, and she's currently with the Faculty of Psychology and Social Sciences at the University of Cyberjaya. Her name is Cynthia Shoba. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey there, welcome back. You're currently listening to Health on Traxx. Today we're talking about mental health bullying. We have a lecturer coming in all the way from University of Cyberjaya, and she's a psychology and counseling lecturer and also a licensed and registered counselor with the Faculty of Psychology and Social Sciences. Her name is Cynthia Shoba. Right, Cynthia, how can parents or teachers spot the warning signs of bullying, and maybe we can also add friends there, lah? All right,
sure.
How does that work?
Okay, say suddenly if you notice the person who's always been bubbly, been happy, been engaging in all the activities, social activities, this person suddenly becomes very quiet, very disengaged, trouble in sleeping, does not enjoy outings, does not enjoy their most favorite activities, and just wants to be by themselves, isolate themselves in the room. They've got no mood to do anything, okay? That we can look at kids and also young adults. What about adults who's experiencing bullying at workplace? Okay, a person who hardly takes MC, a person who hardly takes their annual leave, suddenly there's a hike in MC and annual leaves. Okay,
They just don't want to be there.
yes, they just don't want to be there. And the thought of every morning waking up and dragging themselves to go to work, okay, and giving so many reasons to the family, to the spouse, to the friends, okay, just not to be in that environment. So these are all some of the red flags or signs that you can find in a person and in kids and also in young adults. For young adults, basically, they don't want to go to classes already, okay? They come to uni also, they play truant, they go somewhere. They just don't want to be in that environment anymore.
So essentially, they do what's the one thing within their power, which is to remove themselves
Yes.
from that particular environment. So this would be one of the most worrying signs that a parent, a friend, or a teacher can spot.
Yes, the worst one will be going towards self-harm.
What towards self-harm. And what can a victim of bullying do to protect their mental health?
Seek out for help. Basically, talk to someone. Talk to someone who they trust. Speak up, voice out. Usually the victim will be afraid because they say, what's the point? If I voice out, nobody's going to listen to me. So here's where society plays a part. When a person speaks up, do not just shut the person. Do not just sympathize with the person. Listen to the person. Take it into account. Okay? For example, if it's in a school setting, when a student voices out, when a student said, okay, I have been bullied, this has been happening, series of events have been happening to me, to the teacher, the teacher should not take it lightly. The teacher should investigate, observe, and then bring it up. Okay? When a child reports to a parent, some parents may say, it's just a phase that you're going through, your friends are just playing the fool. I mean, it's wrong to say that because you don't know what the kid is going through. Look into it. Take it seriously. See, most of the time, why bullying goes on like this is because when people speak up, they don't get the help they need, which is why they become fed up also, they don't speak up. They just go with it. And when they go with it, as time goes by, it damages their mental health.
I understand that. And how can we support someone who's being bullied?
We need to work together, okay, as a community, not just as individuals. I'm not sure if you've come across this Aesop's fables called Bundle of Sticks. We used to learn about...
Oh, yeah, bundle of sticks.
Yes,
yes.
Bundle of Sticks. There was this old man where he had a few sons where they used to quarrel all the time. So he gave them each a bundle of sticks and he asked them to break it, okay? They struggled breaking it when it was in a bundle, but when he removed the bundle and gave each one of them an individual stick, they were able to break it easily. So if we look at this concept, we can apply it for bullying. If one person wants to go out there and create zero tolerance in bullying, will it be able to work? No.
Rare.
As a community, we have to stand. We cannot just say that it's not my problem, it's not my business, I don't want to get into trouble, it's not my family member, it's not my friend, it's not my spouse. Okay? When everybody starts thinking individually, what's going to happen to the victim who's being bullied? If this is how we are going to think, we will never achieve zero tolerance in bullying, no matter how many years we go by.
Yeah, true. Because the person can be easily silenced.
Yes.
The person who fights back can be, oh, this is the wrong way to do it. That's the wrong way to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's easy to hide the good nowadays because, there's just so much evil going around.
Yes, and the person who's bullying will also be saying that nobody's taking an action. I will just keep on going on to bully. You see, as a kid, if you start this behavior, you will bring it on to you until you're an adult. And it goes into your family life, it goes into your workplace. So indirectly, we as society should be blamed for fostering this behavior.
True that. And what role does mental health education play in preventing bullying?
Okay, basically we educate students from young. We educate them to foster empathy, to respect, to treat one another with fair and just, to stand up for their friends. When someone is being bullied, when someone is being hurt, we stand up for them as a group, together.
Understand.
And also, one important thing at home, when parents speak, they should also take note of how they speak. Sometimes children may overhear parents speaking on the phone saying that, oh, okay, I'm going to fix this person up, I'm going to do that to this person. So in the child's mind, the child gets the idea that, oh, it's okay to do this kind of behavior to the person who I don't like.
Yeah. Lead by example.
Yes.
Lead by example. And as a society, what's one step that we can take to reduce bullying and protect mental health?
Create a culture of kindness. Okay? A culture of not saying that it's not my business. A culture of making it my business to achieve zero tolerance of bullying. Because bullying is not something that we take it lightly. I mean, we have read the upcoming news and everything that we have heard, which has led people to die, people to commit suicide. Yeah, we do not want to let this behavior be repeated.
Absolutely. All right. Before we end for today, Cynthia, anything else that you would like to add for our listeners?
I would like to say to everybody out there, shout out to everyone out there. I mean, maybe all this while we just kept it as a deaf ear, but it's high time for us to make it our problem, our business, if we want to achieve zero tolerance of bullying in Malaysia.
Absolutely. Make it your problem.
Yes.
Make it your problem. Especially if you see someone being bullied or you see someone who's on the receiving end and all of that, step in, right? Even it's at a detriment, but step in. Make a statement.
Yes. And when children speak up to parents,
Listen
do
to
not
them.
just take it as a passing cloud.
Don't discount them.
Yes.
All right. And with that, thank you so much, Cynthia. We hope to have you again in the future. And of course, we've got a colleague of yours joining you today, Mr. Robbie, I believe.
Robin.
Mr. Robin. Oh, Lama, Batman. All right, Batman and Robin joining us in the studio today. Both of them are from University of Cyberjaya. And Cynthia is the Psychology and Counselling lecturer, a licensed and registered counsellor as well, Faculty of Psychology and Social Sciences. And we spoke about mental health bullying. All right, step in when you need to. Right now, more music coming away. We will be back later. Don't go anywhere.